section with the red bit there. Ooh. Spit at me. What is going on, guys? How are we all doing? I hope we are all good indeed. So we are back today with another little hardware review. So this has been out a while, it's been out a good couple of months, but it is the Uwell Caliburn G, and it's a pretty decent little device. It's 650 milliamp battery, I think it is. It's a bit bigger than what the old Caliburn was. Hell of a noticeable difference in the battery life, to be fair. But we'll talk all about that a little bit later. So what we're going to do in today's video, we are going to drop it down to the table camera. We're going to have a little look at the packaging. We're going to have a look at the device itself. Little up close and personal with this, the Uwell Caliburn G. It's a pretty decent little kit, to be fair. So without further ado, I'll see you all on the table in just a little second. See you in a bit. So, we are looking at the Uwell Caliburn G. Simply great. Caliburn G pod system with the Pro FCOS flavoured technology from Uwell gives you an unparalleled vape experience. I'll be the judge of that. As you can see there, I have got it in blue. Comes with a lot of juice on the back of this for some reason. Well, it doesn't really, that's good being in my bag. But something's obviously leaking. Pop it out the box. I do like Uwell's packaging, to be fair. It's nice and sleek. It's all recyclable, which is good. You get a user manual in about 1 million different languages. Tells you exactly how to use it. In all of those, you do get a weekly fans event, whatever that is. How to control the airflow, shows you how to do that, so you can change your airflow from changing your pod around a couple of different ways, and tells you how to put it in as well, but I'm going to do that myself. And some more little things. Inside the box you do get a spare coil, tiny little dainty fella, and that is 0.8 ohms, rated at 13 to 18 watts. Put that at one side. You get out of the back, man. You get a bag of rice, do not eat, and you get a Type-C USB charging cable. You get this little fella. Look how nice that is. That's gorgeous, that, isn't it? So, we'll start from the top on our way, work our way down to the bottom. From the top, you've got a little mouthpiece. It is a little bit bigger by the look of it, of the original Caliburn. Give that a little wiggle. You do have this little bit of plastic, and I am struggling quite significantly to get this off. I'm gonna have to use a tool. Quite a very sticky bit of plastic, that. That's just to stop you from burning out your coil straight away before you put any liquid in it. You've got your airflow hole on the bottom there. Depending on which way, your airflow hole is there on the side as well. So if you put it in this way, it will give you a restricted direct to lung apparently. And if you put it in the other way, it'll give you a mouth to lung. So to get the top cap off this, you give it the same way as you would do with the original Caliburn. You give it a big squeeze on the side. You've got your pressure release, you've got your coil there as well, and you've got your juice fill port. These little bits on the side give you a little bit of grip to get it open, and it's also a little viewing window so you can see how much juice you've got in there. And to change your coils, get your thumbnail underneath there, pop your coil out, and we'll give it a little prime up while we're at it. Put a little bit of drops of liquid down that middle bit. Little drop of middle down that little bit. And that bit. And that bit. While that's soaking in, we'll have a little look at these coils. So it's the same coil again, 0.8 ohms, 13 to 18 watts, and it's a tiny little coil. It is the UN2. Oh, dainty, innit? If you notice here, you've got a little bit of a flat edge, and your flat edge fits onto this flat side here, so it's the same side that the airflow hole is. That just slots in like that. Fill the device up, you just want to put your nozzle down there and give it a good little squeeze. Pop that back in while we are waiting for it to wick up. So the actual feel of this, it's got a nice little ribbed kind of thingy. It's got a big plate there saying Caliburn on it. It's got a micro USB Type-C on the bottom. Nothing on the back. Oh, it feels really nice. And you've got, same as the other Caliburn, you've got the big button on the top. And it's either 3 clicks or 5 clicks to turn it on. So it's not 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 clicks to turn it on. That flashes up there. I'm assuming it's going to be a typical kind of traffic light system with green when it goes above 60%. 60 to 30% it'll go orange or purple or something like that. And then below that 30% it'll be red or a different colour. I'm assuming it's going to be a normal traffic light system. It is a bit of a bigger battery than what the original Caliburn is. It is 690 milliamps, I think. Let me double check that. 690 milliamps, and that is a 2 milliliter pod. And that is pretty much everything that we've got to look at for the Caliburn G. Join me in just a second and we'll come back up to my face. I will tell you how it vapes, how long the coils last for, and all that usual shabam. See you all in just a little minute. Bye. Welcome back up top. So before I go any further, I did check the specs on it, and I said in the earlier section that it was 650 mAh. It's not, it is 690 mAh, and that definitely, the extra 30 mAh makes the difference, do you know what I mean? But yeah, go through a couple of specs with it. I have got them down in a little book here. It's made out of PCTG aluminum alloy. It's made out of PCTG aluminium alloy. It is 108mm tall, it is 25mm wide, and it is 12.6mm deep. Weighs 3 grams, holds 2 millilitres. Maximum wattage is 18 watts. Coils that come with it are 0.8 ohm mesh coils, and it is a 690 milliamp hour battery. Now that's that little reading bit out of the way. Hey, so yeah, overall it is, I think it's like near enough double the size of the old Caliburn. It definitely feels like it's about double the size of the old Caliburn, to be honest with you. It is, don't get a full day out of it, but I do get most of the day, which is absolutely fine because it only takes like half an hour, 40 minutes to charge. It's quite a quick charge, to be fair, and it does last for a good while. You're not going to be cut short on it like you was with the old Caliburn. But overall, I do like the kit, to be honest with you. There is a little bit of an issue which I'll bring up a little bit later on in the video. But overall, I like it. I think it's quite a good pull. The 0.8 ohm coils are really nice. I do really like the pull that they provide. Like, I did put the 1 ohm coil in there this morning. And it's a pretty decent vape off that as well. It's the restriction's nice on it. The flavour's quite nice on it. I really like the way to fill it up. It's quite easy to fill it up through that top little section with the red bit there. Ooh. Spit at me. That little red bit there, push your nozzle down there, give it a little squeeze, nice and easy. Change the coils. It is a little bit of a difficult to get into there from time to time. I do find that I pull the top bit off rather than I actually pull this up. It's quite easy to change your coils through the bottom there as well, and I do like the nice little snapping action that it's got there. That is pretty decent. The battery indicator's alright as well. It's got a green, blue, red kind of set up to depending on your battery life. Pretty easy to use. I really like, the same as the old Caliburn, that You can hold it like that. It's just a comfortable way to hold it, you know what I mean? I really like the way that the button works as well. With some of the older ones where it's auto draw, like if you press the button, it had a slightly quicker ramp up time. I haven't noticed much of a ramp up time increase in this, to be fair. Maybe a slight bit of an increase, but nothing noticeable, nothing to write home about. I like the texture of it. It's got a good little feel to it. It's got like a slightly beveled kind of edge to it. It's nice, it's smooth, but then it's got a little bit of grip on it as well. I do like that. The airflow button, airflow hole, that's in an alright place. I find that I don't fill it up and knock it over with my thumb that often like I do with other devices. And the button, even though you don't really need it, and I find that I don't use it an awful lot, the button is in a good place. But overall, yeah, it's a decent kit. Type-C charging is always a plus. One issue that I do have with it, the coils. I've tried both of the 0.8 coils, and within 24 hours I had next to no flavour coming off them. Like the first couple of tanks, the first couple of podfuls, flavour was incredible. Really good, clean, crisp flavour. And then by the end, by 24 hours into it, it was next to nothing, like absolutely next to nothing at all. It was a massive drop off. That could, however, possibly be just a slightly dodgy batch of coils, because they were both from the box, they're from the same batch, they were probably made directly after each other. Might not be, do you know what I mean? So we'll try out some more coils over in the future and we'll get back, but for the time being, the Coil Life isn't great. They didn't burn out, the coils were still quite clean, so they still had a good length of time left in them, but like, owning and working in a vape shop, spending all day in a vape shop, for me, once my coils lose their flavour, it's time to get a new one. I do fully understand that I am in a different position from most people, that I can just reach behind me and grab a coil most of the time when I need one. But like if you, I've got to travel into town, or I've got to travel to your vape shop to pick them up, or wait for them to get delivered, after flavours dropping off after like day, that's not good, man, that's not good at all. I expected a bit more, but overall I do enjoy the vape. It's got a very nice draw to it. I really like the pull off it. I really like the feel, the weight. I like the way you hold it. And I'm gutted that the two coils that come with it were a bit shite. And so I've got the 1 ohm coil in here now. It is providing really good flavour. It has been in for less than a day. So it's not really part of the review of the Caliburn G kit, because it doesn't come with the Caliburn G kit. It's a separate purchase. But it's nice. I do like another pro for it, to be fair. I do like that it's got slightly adjustable airflow. I think I mentioned it in the table camera section, but I'll go through it now. See the way it's got the little hole just on there? If you line that up to the side that's got the airflow hole just on there, it gives you a little bit of a restricted direct to lung, so if they're on the same side. But if you flip the pod around to the other side, drop it in, it gives you a tighter pull, because the air's got to travel a little bit of a way, it's got to go through a bit of a bung. It is a proper, it's maybe not a proper mouth to lung, but it's a good little dry tight pull on it. But overall, yeah, it's a decent kit. I have been enjoying using it. The coils have disappointed me a little bit, and I do wish they were a little bit better. I do think it's quite comfortable in the mouth. I think it's quite comfortable to hold. Charging super quick is definitely a bonus to it as well. But again, it's just the Coil Life's not the greatest on it. Overall, it's a decent starter kit. If you are looking at one of these to get yourself off the ciggies, it's absolutely brilliant. The pulls off, it's brilliant. Obviously the flavour might be a bit of an issue for you, but the pull and the way it hits your throat is good. It's a good little setup. Really simple to use. No issues whatsoever. Thank you very much for watching this video. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's good to be back doing it again. It's boss, man. I've missed it. I've had a good little break, and I feel back ready to have it again. So thank you very much for watching. My name is Bobo. We are The Vapory. If you did like the video, if you found it informative, hit that thumbs up, hit the bell notification button. Hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification button to keep up to date with all my latest news and reviews. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.